Hey guys, it's me, Leon Exodio, and I'm here to bring you another Pokemon Moveset. I'm sorry, it's like 10:30 in the morning. Um, but yeah, I'm here to bring you another one. It's Sylveon, the one that everybody hated and still hates or loves it or whatever. It's weird. It's a fairy. It's pink. It's shiny. It's more manly because it's blue. But that's but that's me. I like it shiny. Let's just put it like that. It looks more manly. At first I hated this stupid thing, and then I realized its stats, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good EV evolution. It's the only one that is in OU, if I'm right. It's kind of funny. Um, but yeah, we're doing a move set of this Dragonborn guy, guy who likes to kill dragons. Um, so yeah, we'll start with the EVs, the EV spread. You max out special attack, of course. Give that modest nature, or yeah, and then the rest you either put it in like this 28-28 to balance out to get more bulk and defense because that base 65 is pretty crappy. You can put it some of it in defense and some of it in speed. So I think with 128 investment into speed, I think you're investing I think you're outspeeding base 75. I think at least base 75 or I think it's base 75 at least. Could be more. I think yeah, base 75. You should be able to beat this. Um, which it's not great because I think Metagross is base 75, and you don't see him competitively, but still, I like Metagross. It's a different story. Um, or if you have a Trick Room team, you can say screw speed, invest into HP or rest in defense, and then besides a modest nature, you can give it a quiet nature, which increases special attack, of course, like modest, but it lowers your speed, so you can get more out of that attack status. But yeah, the rest is up to you. Depends on what team you're trying to use. Um, but yeah, you would give it the pixelate ability because that's a beast ability. This Pokemon's normal move becomes fairy moves and does 1.3 more damage. That's why I have a calculator over here, in case you wondered. Um, First thing you give the pixel plate, which if the holder's if the holder's fairy if the holder has a fairy type attack, it has 1 point more power. And Judgment is a fairy type. I think that's Genesect or something, if I'm right. I'm not sure. I don't care for him. Swift. You're thinking, why would you give him Swift? Well, Swift never misses. That's one good thing, because you have people that have evasion crap. You can throw in Sylveon and like spam Swift. Um, it's normal, so it does 60 damage. Okay, I have a calculator over here. 60 damage times Pixelate 1.3. That's 1.3 because it turns into a fairy move, which is 78 damage. And then it gets boost from Pixel Plate because now it's a fairy move, and that does times 1.2. That does 93.6 damage. 93 damage off of Swift. That means you have a 93 damage power that never misses. That's great. I mean, that's really good. And it's a special attack, so that's awesome because it goes with that high base 110 special attack. That 350. Look at that 350. Um, and I think with boost, I think stab is 1.5. I think 1.5. I think is stab. Correct me if I'm wrong. But with I think it is stab, you get 140 base power. I think that's what stab is. I think stab is 1.5, or unless it's zero point 0.5. I'm not sure. But let's just say it's pretty much 93 damage that never misses. With stab, I think it's 140. So that's really good. Draining Kiss for health, that also gets the boost. That's 50 times 1.2. So that's like 70 something. Times 1.2. Yeah, it's like 60. My bad. It's 60 damage. It's not great. It's 10 more damage, but you recover a lot of health. Shadow Ball for neutral coverage, that doesn't get the boost at all. Calm Mind, which is really good. Increase your attack and special defense by one stage. You pull off one Calm Mind, that thing comes 450, and that special defense comes 396. It's great. I mean, you do a couple Calm Minds, you throw in Swift, nobody's going to take you. Nobody. You're going to kill everything in your path. Besides Swift, you can get Echoed Voice. It's 40 power. It's less than Swift, but it's kind of better. 40 base power is its power increases every turn. Every time you use it, it increases in power. So that's 40 times 1.3 because of the pixelate ability. That does 52 times 1.2 because of the item. And then it does 62 damage. So you use, let's add on 62. Who cares about the 4? Yeah, let's put 0.42. 62. So let's add, let's say we use it, we do 62 damage. We use it again. We have that much. That's after the second turn. And then we add 64 point, what was it, 62? Something like that? Yeah. So you get what I'm saying. This thing is going to be really strong every time you use it, which is really good. Um, or you can go like me and get nope, shouldn't be utilities. Leave me alone. You can get hyper beam, or not hyper beam. Yeah, hyper beam or hyper voice. Hyper voice has 90 base power, but it's after all that boost and stab, it's still strong. Um, or you can get hyper beam, which I use. This is when I use. I use Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Draining Kiss, and Hyper Beam. I use Hyper Beam because that base 150, man, times 1.3 because of Fairy Boost, times 1.2 because of the item. That's 334 times, I think Stab is 1.5. So 230, that's 351. I think that's what, yeah, Stab. It's like 351, man. That's crazy. So around like two something. That's just crazy. 90 base accuracy. That's pretty much guarantee you're gonna hit. 90 for me always hits. I only miss like once every blue moon. So anything that resists fairy or anything that resists a hyper beam, that is a fairy move now. It's either gonna die or cripple it from the neck down, like legitly. Um, Unless they got a really good special defense. I don't think it's either gonna kill him or almost kill him. Like this thing is so deadly, and that's without a calm mind boost. That's with that 350. If you get a couple of calm minds, then you throw a hyper beam, man, it's game over. It's the only problem is you can't move the next turn. So if you can predict your opponent correctly, if you know they're gonna protect the turn after this, you can throw a hyper beam and or whatever, or if you know how to predict right, you can just straight up throw a hyper beam. This is pretty much the YOLO move or the living like Larry move. Whatever you like saying. This is the move you just go balls deep. You just scream YOLO or whatever, and then you do it. I like that move. This one is the stalling Wish Protect BS, which I hate. But I made moveset for it. Max out attack, max out HP, and then you max out defense because that defense sucks A. And then 4 in speed, you can do base. You be base 60, whatever. Who he what? I don't think there isn't even a base 60. Um, this thing is so slow. You give it Q-Charm because you don't need Pixelate. Protect, Wish, of course. Protect, you don't get hit. Wish, you can get health the next turn. Draining Kiss, so you do damage and you get health. Leftovers, so you get HP. And then Toxic, so you can stall them. Or you don't have to put Toxic, you can actually put any other move you want in here. Any other stupid move you want, like, I would say Yawn is good, because you can put him to sleep next turn or whatever. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this because I don't care for this. But it's just a stall they wish protect BS. Um, this one. You're probably thinking, why do you have a salt vest on a Sylveon? Well, I like the assault vest. It's like my favorite item in the game. But maybe that's just because all my Pokemon who uses a assault vest correctly has crappy special defense. So maybe that's why, but I love the assault vest. I think it's the go-to item. Like if you don't know what item to put on and you have physical moves, or you know you can put physical moves and you don't know what item to put on, just assault vest. But that's just me. I love assault vest. It's my favorite item in the 6th gen. Sylveon doesn't really need Assault Fest. I mean, look at that base 130 special defense. Um, I made this up just because I like the Assault Vest. This move set right here is just for to throw people off or whatever. So you give it the bold nature, max out that defense as much as possible, fully invest in defense, fully invest in health because that health is crazy. And you give it the pixelate ability. You give it Shadow Ball for neutral coverage, Draining Kiss to get health back, Hidden Power Fire to deal with those steals, and I think Poison's weak to it as well. Then Echoed Voice or Hyper Beam or whatever move you want to put here. That's fine. It has to be a attacking move, so you can even throw Body Slam now. Um, Even though that crap is weak, but it's doesn't get the major boost off Pixel Plate and the Pixelate. It just gets the Pixelate boost. So Echo Voice is not going to be as strong as this move set of Echoed Voice or Hyper Beam, but still, this is like the Assault Vest equivalent. I just made this moveset is just to throw people off. They're like, what? So yeah. So mainly this moveset is mainly gonna be your bread and butter. I made these two up because I got bored or whatever. That especially this one. um, but this one I mainly use exactly. It's really good. I used it competitively and it's really good. It destroys a lot of stuff. Until you get a knockoff. When somebody uses a knockoff, then you're not screwed, but you mainly gotta hope this pixelate ability comes does its job because once you get knocked off, which is really common, your half your moveset gets drained dramatically. But yeah, this is just a Sylveon moveset. I may do all the EV evolutions because I like them. Or any other Pokemon, whatever. Let me know what Pokemon you probably want me to do next, or whatever. Or if you don't, that's fine. If you have a better moveset for Sylveon, let me know, and I will probably update this or whatever. So this has been Leon Exodio with a Sylveon moveset. I will see you later. Peace.